Welcome to News Laundry Chhota Hafta. For the full episode, subscribe because it is behind the paywall and only subscribers get access to uncut, complete content. News Laundry Hafta is our weekly wrap of all that made the news, all that didn't, and all that should have and all that shouldn't have. We agree, we disagree, we critique, and occasionally we beat each other up. But it's all good fun. Subscribe.
This is a News Laundry podcast and you're listening to NL Hafta.
मुफ्त खोरों और पैसा देने वाले सब्सक्राइबर्स, आप दोनों का स्वागत है। मुफ्त खोरों आपके हाथ सिर्फ छोटा हफ्ता लगेगा, सब्सक्राइबर्स आपको पूरे हफ्ते का आनंद मिलेगा। वेलकम टू यू बोथ। डू सब्सक्राइब टू कीप न्यूज़ फ्री बिकॉज व्हेन द पब्लिक पेज द पब्लिक इज सर्व्ड एंड व्हेन एडवर्टाइजर्स पे एडवर्टाइजर्स आर सर्व्ड। And when the government
pays, the government is served.
And the government is served.
These days, that's happening.
That's also happening a lot. जी हाँ, मधु की बात पे गौर किया जाए। अंग्रेज अपना लगान और न्यूज़ लॉन्ड्री अपना हफ्ता कभी नहीं छोड़ते। We are back with the hafta on the panel today. Anand Ranganathan, who has just invented a new medicine. Have you, Anand? I keep waiting to hear that when you come running out of your lab naked, saying Eureka, Eureka.
He didn't come out of his lab naked. It was a bathtub.
Yeah, bathtub
Not
and lab
Anand.
are a bit, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the way she's saying with confidence, he didn't go to his lab naked.
She was there. She was there.
तुझे कैसे पता है?
Can
Not
we move on to
Anand,
the
yeah.
award-winning journalist, please?
Okay, let's move on to also on the panel Manisha Pandey. Hi,
Hello.
Manisha.
Award-winning journalist.
We have, actually, he's a bigger award winner. Our other panelists.
Exactly.
for choice.
Executive
I'm not-
editor is
yeah.
also several award winner.
Thank
Atul?
you.
So,
Hello,
2-time.
Atul.
Actually, I am too, but I've
Ramnath
forgotten
Goenka.
which ones. It's so long ago.
But here's what we are discussing this today, what happened last week. The NBS complained against Arnab Goswami's Republic. Of course, the Republic was launched week before last, but the repercussions or the ripples are felt last week. The National Court of Justice will announce the verdict in the Kulbhshan Jadhav case. In fact, it should be happening now as
They've
we're
announced
recording.
it.
They've announced it,
Yeah.
right. What is the verdict?
They've stayed.
They've
It is
stayed the execution.
And is Pakistan going to abide by it?
Well, they've stayed it, so they have to, I mean, they can't go ahead with
only
it.
higher authority is
It's
God.
pending.
Or Trump. Cabinet clears changes to maternity benefit scheme now applicable for only firstborns. If sati and untouchability were outlawed, why not triple talaq? Asked Centre in Supreme Court. And Kapil Sibal apparently had argument saying that it's a 1400-year-old custom, so how are we to challenge it? Not the smartest.
क्या यार?
मुझे ही ले लेते
No,
lawyer,
but
ये तो
I have a point on that.
इतनी
but we'll
थकी
come to
हुई.
it. नहीं,
ठीक
ठीक
है
था
वो पॉइंट
उसमें।
ठीक पॉइंट है ठीक
मतलब कि
है,
जो 1000 साल से चल रहा है उसको चलने दो, चाहे कुछ होए.
When we come
we'll
to that.
discuss that in
अच्छा,
detail.
ठीक है.
Then Times Group files a complaint against Arnab Goswami accusing Republic TV of theft.
What
In
a surprise.
And this is News Laundry Impact because
Yeah, that's News Laundry Impact.
Madhu in Clothesline had said
Yes.
this as a joke, लेकिन Times ने seriously ले लिया. मैंने कहा अच्छा. CBI raids at P Chidambaram and Karti Chidambaram's residences.
वो तो जाएंगे अंदर.
Karti Chidambaram defiant. Then not standing for PM in 2019, I don't have Modi's capacity. I am the leader of a small party and I have no national ambition, says Bihar Chief Minister Nitish
We know
Kumar.
all that. Why is he telling us tell us some
अरे,
breaking news?
खाने के और दिखाने के और होते हैं ना.
अच्छा ठीक है.
Even today, Indira Gandhi is the country's most acceptable prime minister, says President Pranab Mukherjee. I think he said most well known, right? Or he's
old
most
Congress
accepted.
most accepted. Is
Would
that
be
what he
most
said?
accepted.
Most accepted.
What does that mean?
That means she's the best, east or west.
No, it means that the public, the general public did accept her the most, and I agree. I think with all her transgressions, with all her high-handedness, with all her aristocracy, all the objectionable things that we possibly would never tolerate today, she had massive support, even during the emergency.
Also, it was a more unevolved species.
She had huge support during the emergency.
Huh,
that is the thing. वो जो handful ने लड़ा, that's the handful.
Then 3 years of Modi government, BJP plans Modi Fest to mark 3 years in power. God, dude.
Fest तो कब से चल रहा है?
No, I have some views on this. We'll come to that. And we shall discuss Kashmir, which is not getting any better. But first, let's quickly get out of the way the triple talaq case that is in court. Anand, you had an observation.
Yeah, no, so what happened was Sybil said that this is a 1,000-year-old custom or something like that, and it should remain so because it is a 1,000-year-old thing. Now, people immediately jumped on, he was trending, Sybil, hashtag Sybil was trending. The whole point is that he is representing his client. Now, these may not be his personal views. I mean, if they are his personal views, then yeah, I mean, as I said, he's even more of a dunderhead than I already think he is. But the point is that he's there to win the case. So if the client has advised him that, look, now supposing, Abhinandan, you were the client for All India Muslim AIMPLMB, what would be your, I mean, if you have to win that case for AIMPLB, you would have a similar argument. I mean, what would you say? You would lose it for them?
No. I would make sure I have something on the judge or his family. That's how many. That's what I'd say. Court mein kuch bhi bolu. You've seen Diwar, no?
Of course.
They just slipped this photograph with the envelope photograph mein. Dono bachche. Diwar mein. See, there's. Anyway.
Did you watch the uncut version?
Dude, you only remember once they've grown up, but when they're kids, their father is a trade union leader.
Yeah, of course.
And to make sure that he comes out and breaks the strike, they kidnap. Anyway, carry on. I'm joking, by the way. No one come to me for a case. I'm not a trained lawyer.
No, but
I'm sure they would.
But if you were to take this question seriously, what would be your defense?
That it's a personal law. I mean, there could be better defenses.
Okay, you're right. No, I think I get his point.
The whole
But
point is, it's not,
So I think he's right that in the sense that Kapil has been misrepresented as that is his personal view.
Exactly.
Correct.
Which it isn't. It's his client's view.
Yeah.
But...
And the next day, Madhu, they changed it, saying that AILMP's lawyer said this.
Right.
Or this is the AILMP's...
Good point.
This acronym, I don't know.
Yeah. Just say Muslim personal law board.
PMB, whatever. And this is their view, which is the technically right
of course,
thing.
it is their view. Was it played? I didn't
So nowhere
pay
has
attention.
Kapil Sibal said these are my views.
Moving on, let's quickly we spent a lot of time on Republic last week. So I just want to quickly go over this without spending too much time. The case against Times Group.
Times Group's case against Republic.
Against Republic. And, Republic's response. I think Arnab has cracked reality TV to an art form. We can make fun of his journalism all we like. But as a medium, he understands the medium and he understands what to leverage. So as Anand said, I think he's kind of proved his case finally that he was never attempting journalism. He has managed to make it a reality show with celebrating their TRP ratings or whatever it is.
That's really sad.
Which themselves are problematic, as Manisha's article demonstrates. But what I find curious is that he has reached a stage of megalomania and insanity that he has abandoned even the pretense of rationality. Like when he says, while we are reporting, they're sitting in police stations. He's made it into an ego issue or a nationalist issue, which is a simple legal case. If you are working for X, and all the footage you shoot for them, everything you record for them is their property. It is not about who's doing journalism, who's a nicer person. These are basic laws. If someone is shooting something while you're working at News Laundry, or when I was working for, News Track, and if I went and shot some footage, then I can't quit and tell Madhu, now I'm using this for my own project. Dude, I was working. It's very basic. Similarly, they have this ad in the voice of a girl who was raped and murdered in Assam.
Oh my God, that was really horrible.
So I think they have even abandoned the pretense of anything decent or honorable or legal. And what I feel sad about is Arnab is going to laugh his way into the sunset. He's cracked it. We can keep, saying whatever, but he's cracked it. All the people who are working as part of that team, youngsters, they are fucked.
No, but Abhinandan, I disagree. I don't think anybody cracks it forever. He's cracked it at this moment. Okay, he's cracked it for this moment. That's fine. But the fact is that when you use pseudo-nationalism, you use the flag for commercial purposes, you use a self-righteousness that I'm the only one who believes I'm a nationalist. I'm sorry, you're not. You're not a nationalist if you have to go on announcing it as a journalist. I don't see why I have to announce as a journalist that I am a good mother, I am a good wife, I am a good, which I'm not, but I am a good citizen. I vote. Why do you have to give that I am a nationalist? I think that's offensive. Just do your journalism. Let your work speak for itself. And this using pseudo-nationalism to as a commercial property. That's what you're doing. You're misusing the flag, you're misusing nationalism, and you're misusing it pretending that you're going after doing good journalism by just going after chosen people. I think that's immoral, frankly.
Anand, you were saying?
Yeah, I'm going to give my recommendations early today because this is the thing. One is read Manisha's piece, which is on this whole dual frequency farce and menace, if I can call it that. And it's a fantastic piece, and she's tried to contact a lot of people who are in it, but they've all refused to, most of them refused to talk. But yeah, so please read that, especially in the context of today's announcement by Republic that their ratings
are 52%.
are more than the combined ratings of all the other English news
It'll
channels.
give you an idea of how.
Yeah, so read both of them together. I mean, that snippet. And the other thing is, please watch this film called Network. It's an old film. The irony is that Arnab...
Yeah.
It's a very old film with the cop ki bani hui.
Yes. But,
Fade away when she was young.
The irony is that Arnab now reminds me of the guy, forget his name, who says, I can't take it anymore, and shouts it for 10, non-stop minutes. But he can't take it anymore. That's why he's shouting. And he reminds me of what Arnab has become. So these are the two recommendations.
Sorry, Khan, go ahead.
No, I was saying I'm not sure. I agree with Madhu, and I'm not sure if Arnab if it's just going to be this easy for him, because the complaint that Times Group has registered against Republic means that they're now going to take this very seriously. They're not going to let him get away with denting their market. And they are going to make it very difficult for him. And in this case, they have, the contract that people sign with Times, all IPR is with them. So they have a strong case. And TV is...
Sorry, Manisha, which footage? Because I'm not well versed.
So basically, the two exposes, super exclusives.
This woman is calling him up, and this is what is so unethical. She's calling him up, Sunanda Pushkar's assistant, and asking for aau milne ke liye mujhe interview chahiye. That's all. That's the whole conversation. And they put somebody from their office with his back towards the camera, holding a phone, and run these recordings of her asking ke ab so rahi hai, ab uth gayi hai, ab so rahi hai, uth gayi hai, ab Tharoor sahab aaye hain ke nahi hai, mujhe appointment chahiye. That's all there is. That's the huge effing expose. Come on, give me a break.
Now, moving on, should we just quickly touch upon this one issue, and then we can go on to what Anand talks about, and then recommendations, because we can keep that a little longer today. We were talking about Indira Gandhi, Pranab Mukherjee saying Indira Gandhi. What was his exact quote?
She was the most accepted?
The accepted is
still the best leader in Democratic India?
Most acceptable leader till today.
Acceptable or accepted?
Acceptable.
It's basically,
I wouldn't go with acceptable.
So I think, he's kind of...
I would say that she had massive support for most of her career, except for last lap of emergency.
Sadly true.
So clearly...
through the emergency, she had great support of the nation.
Pranab is not becoming president again, that's clear.
But Madhu, why did she lose the elections after the emergency if she had great support?
No. What I'm saying is that towards the end of the emergency, it reached a head point where people got fed up. All right? And they thought that this motley group that had gotten together would actually fix something. When they came into power, they made such a big hash of everything that they begged for her to come. People begged for her to come back.
Yeah.
That is the story.
So, but does that mean that he knows that he's put his hat in the ring? Not in the hat, towel. He's thrown his towel in the ring. Wrong metaphor.
पूरा इमरजेंसी के टाइम का, हालांकि हम लोग तो उस समय नहीं थे, पढ़ा जितना भी है उससे मुझे थोड़ा सा अंदाज़ा एक जो चीज़ मिलता है कि इंदिरा गांधी के साथ एक अच्छी बात ये थी कि एक तो जिनको इन लोगों ने लीडर बनाया, मोरारजी देसाई का पूरा जो वो तरीका था काम करने का, वो इतना रूड था कि बहुत सारे लोगों को एक्सेप्टेबल नहीं था. वो तो एक चीज़ थी.
He was narrow-minded.
किसी से ना कोई एक भी आदमी नहीं मिला जो कहता हो.
He asked for me to be thrown out of India today. He didn't know that I'd started it. So after a press conference in New York, when I asked normal questions like in a press conference, and he got really upset in the middle of it, he said, you lady want to become prime minister? I said, no, I don't want to become prime minister. I'm a journalist, I'm asking questions. Then he comes back and he knew my father, and my father happened to meet him, and he said, वो जो लड़की आपने रखी हुई है ना न्यूयॉर्क में, उसको नौकरी से निकाल दो. So my father came back and he said, मेरे को हंसी रोकना में बड़ी मुश्किल रही.
तो बेसिकली इंदिरा गांधी को का जो पूरा ओवरऑल नब्ज पे जो पकड़ थी ना, वो उस टाइम के पूरे लॉट में किसी के पास नहीं था. जयप्रकाश एक्सेप्टेबल लीडर, जेपी बहुत एक्सेप्टेबल लीडर थे उस समय, बहुत बड़े कद के थे, लेकिन उसकी वजह दूसरी थी कि वो पुराने फ्रीडम फाइटर और उस लिस्ट से आए थे, वो उस एरा के थे. हाँ, इंदिरा. अब मुझे 2-3 चीज़ें इतनी वो लगती हैं अब इंटरेस्टिंग है कि इंदिरा ने को जब इमरजेंसी को हटाने की घोषणा करनी, तो इंदिरा गांधी ने उस समय जगह कौन सी चुनी? वो गई इलाहाबाद में कुंभ मेले में. तो इंदिरा को पता था कि बेसिकली कैसे मैसेज देना है और किसको देना है और सारी चीज़ें. वहाँ पे जाके उन लोगों के बीच में उनको पता है कि इमरजेंसी हुई होगी, कोई चीज हुई होगी, उससे कुछ ये या दिल्ली में
अर्नब की तरह नव्स जनता की नव्स पे उसकी पकड़ थी. Okay, so let's finally end with the Kulbhshan Jadhav case, the fallout and what's happening in Kashmir. Anand, go first. Yeah, also, I'd like your views on has Kashmir been the worst ever, and has this government shown how little it understands handling conflict, or you think it's circumstantial?
Yeah, so first on the ICJ, I think it's India has done the right thing, but here's what the whole thing is. No government knowingly does the right thing. You see, they are always they kind of shroud they're always on this realpolitik kind of thing, what will suit us, what will not. In this case, they have gone to a higher authority. The double-edged sword in this case is that, yes, so we've got a stay order.
And we've got consular access also.
Yes,
so
but you see now what would happen is in future, and I'm sure Pakistan is going to do this, Pakistan is going to take a lot of cases, bilateral, whatever, the disputes, to ICJ. What are we going to do? So I want the panel's view on this, especially Madhu's. What are we going to do if Pakistan takes an India-Pakistan case, which has been going on, I'm not saying just Kashmir, many other cases, to ICJ? We can't say no, right? Especially remember, this is after 50 years or 46 years that we've actually gone to ICJ. So we've done the right thing.
50 year नहीं, 18
46.
18 year. 2002 में एक केस लेके गए थे, जब इंडिया ने एक इनके उसको एयरफोर्स के विमान को मारा गया, जिसमें 16 पाकिस्तानी एयरफोर्स के ऑफिसर मारे गए थे 2002 में. तब ये लोग गए थे.
कौन गए?
पाकिस्तान गए?
नहीं, पाकिस्तान गया था.
हाँ, नहीं, मैं कह रहा हूँ इंडिया फर्स्ट टाइम has gone after 46 years.
अच्छा,
that time they had taken us.
Yeah.
So Madhu, you have a view on this?
Fine, let them.
डरते हैं क्या?
And if let us say the ICJ, see, India has always been saying to every country, keep out of this. This is bilateral.
Anand, if just because we've taken this one to save Jadhav's life, I don't think we've set a precedent. I think this had to be done. अब वो करें, if they bring up something, तो लड़ेंगे.
सुन लिया अफ्रीका, मुफत खोरों. Not to brag or anything, but News Laundry Hafta features in the top 50 in the world on SoundCloud in the news and politics category for podcasts. So do subscribe and see what you're missing, because when the public pays, the public is served. When advertisers pay, advertisers are served. Subscribe, help keep news independent and free. All News Laundry podcasts are available on iTunes and Stitcher and any other podcast platform.